Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to talk about the coronavirus and I wanted to talk about dying alone. And one of the reasons why I wanted to broach this subject really is because I have been reading all over the place from CNN to the Washington Post that people with the coronavirus are dying alone. And the reason being is that their loved ones can't be with them at the time of death for fear of, catching this virus. And so we are going through some really difficult times right now, worldwide. Everybody, in this together is the huge hashtag here. But the thing is, really, we are. And so many people out there, I was watching TV the other night on CNN, and I was watching this woman crying because a nurse had, connected her husband on the telephone, and she was telling him that she loved him, but the man had already slipped into his death. But just knowing that, she felt that he had heard her, made her feel better about him, at least hearing her voice while he was dying. This really broke my heart, because I'm going to tell you, people really essentially feel that when their loved ones are dying alone, they're suffering to the other side. Now, when a person dies, whether it be through COVID, whether it be through other means, there's an instant body-to-soul transformation. And once the soul transforms completely, it lets go of the human ego. So we leave the body behind because we don't need it anymore. But this here is, your conscious body, but this is also what gets you through life once you're done. This is either cremated, buried, whatever it is that we do with our loved ones' remains. But at the end of the day, that soul has gone through to the other side instantly. When it goes through like that and it lets go of the ego, the only thing essentially that a soul will bring with it to the other side is high vibration. So good memories, feeling fantastic. And it's why so many people report dying and being at an age or, the best time of their lives, going back into those times. And it's because essentially the soul feels so euphoric and so amazing once it crosses through. So what happens is that we have a guilt about the way our loved ones have gone through. We know that when someone with COVID-19 goes into the hospital, that their chances of survival are 50-50. If they don't go to the ICU and they respond to treatment, it's a good day. But if they don't, then they go to ICU and they're intubated. Now, this is a long process. Nurses, doctors are exhausted by then. Your loved ones are experiencing people dressed in suits around them. And really, even if there was human compassion being shown at that time, it's very clinical. And the thing is, imagining our loved ones dying that way is heartbreaking. But I'm going to tell you that once a person passes away, they don't remember their death, just much like we don't remember being born. I think that if we had to remember being born, we'd all be very, affected by it, or it would affect our lives growing up. There's no real conscious knowing or remembering our birth, thank God. But at the end of the day, when we go into passing away and dying, nobody remembers their death. They know they're dead. Spirits know that. They know they've crossed through, but they don't remember the human side of the ego. They don't remember the suffering that they went through. They don't hold on to the negative experiences that they may have lived the last week or two of their lives. The thing is, we hold on to guilt here as human beings. The soul is no longer human. It's passed through. And it's beautiful, it's light, it's euphoric, and it's always happy. So you have to understand that soul always, chooses its own death. It chooses the way it's going to die. It has 5 exits and chooses the one that it wants the most. But once it does that, once it passes through and it does that, it lets go, and it lets go of that ego. So you can rest assured that your loved ones are only happy, only experiencing euphoric feelings being on the other side. It's like being in a most wonderful dream. So it's really great. Now, a lot of people have asked me if spirits get mad at us, if we're not there when they die. So if I made an agreement with my mother, I will be there when you die, Mom, and I wasn't able to because she had the coronavirus and passed away in the hospital, I was not able to be there, that spirit would not be upset with me. That spirit would have a total understanding of the human difficulty that I would have had to endure and the human suffering that I'm going through as a result of not being able to be there with them. So the thing is, there is no more human ego. They completely let go of that. So you can rest assured that your loved ones are happy that you're thinking of them and that you love them and that you honor them. They really don't, hang on to what we do, emotionally speaking here. Thank you so much for watching my video here today. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. I want to leave you with this. We need to believe in better things ahead, and we need to know that we're going to be okay. There's a lot of suffering in this world, and we're going through quite a bit, but we are in this together, and we need to love each other. We need to support each other. We need to be good to each other. Thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and please stay safe.